Alright guys, today we're doing another tutorial, yay! Not really a tutorial, but like how to get better in this certain game. I already did one on Roblox on how to get all the different things and how to build money, get higher levels, and I'm doing one on this game. This game is called Boku no Roblox. It is a Roblox adaptation of My Hero Academia, and I'm going to teach you how to get higher levels as well as cash and fame. Alright, let's do this. First of all, we're going to go to levels. We're going to do that first. First things first, when you're level 1, you either come over here to police, or you go over here to criminals. Now, there will usually be an injured man. Here he is. There's a Halloween update, so he looks different. The injured man will give you a quest. Then you do the quest. The quest itself is to defeat 15 criminals. You punch the criminals, and once you finish the quest, you can go back to him and collect your reward. It will be levels and money. Not levels, but experience. Once you're around like level 100 or so, I suggest going over to this guy. He's a suspicious character. He wants you to defeat 15 UA students. UA students are these guys. As you can see, this guy is fighting him. You see they have powers like to shock you or to freeze you, but you gotta kill 15 of them, and then you go back to him, and he'll give you a reward for your quest. Around level, let's say 300, you go, let's see if I can find it. Not there. Over here. You go over here with mobs called weak villains. You go to this guy named Aizawa. You get his quest. He gives you a quest. Blah blah blah. He wants you to defeat 15 weak villains. You defeat the weak villains. I suggest early on in the game getting a weapon called a pistol, because then, like, when I was first starting out, I farmed them from a distance, and that's always good. So a pistol is a good investment in this game. So once you're done with this, you can farm over here all the way up to like level 1000 or so. Then only if you're dedicated. Then you can always go over to, it's called, not All Might, he's too strong. You can go over to something called Pro Heroes once you're around level 1000. They're a lot harder to kill though. They are very complicated to kill. Pro Heroes are I think the second strongest mob. Is this it? Yep. You see this is where they are. I'd say long distance farming them with pistols at level 1000 is a really good idea. Get their quest from the supervillain over here. Once you've trained up with the heroes, you can go over, wait, where is it? You can go over there, next to the weapon shop, where, in fact, that's where you get the pistols. You buy the pistol from that guy inside the weapon shop. You go over here, you farm villains. Villains are stronger than heroes. You get their quest from the pro hero over here. He gives you the quest, you get his quest, you kill 15 of them, and you get stuff. Yeah. I'd suggest farming them up till level 2500. Now, once you're at level 2500, depending on how dedicated you are, you can go to somewhere to fight, I'm fairly certain, the strongest mobs in the game. Yep. Of course, they're called Nomus, or weak Nomus, because Nomu is actually a boss mob that I'll get to later in the video. But you go over here, and you go to a guy named Best Genist. You get his quest for defeating Nomus. You punch him. You do whatever you like. You gotta kill these guys. I don't know why they're all low health. I'm guessing some guy's farming them. You get their quest. You do 15 of them. And then you go back and get the reward. I say you do that until really high levels, maybe. You can do that until, who knows, like level 3000. Once you're level 3000, and I suggest doing this, I highly suggest doing this, in fact, soloing raids. Now, if you don't know, raids are, in fact, basically things that you can do that you can take on waves upon waves of enemies. The enemies come after you. Each wave gets stronger and stronger as the time passes. You must be level 1000 plus to do it. You can't solo raids at level 1000. Usually at level 1000, the highest level you can get up to in a raid is level 4, and then you die, usually. But when you're level 3000, you can get, if you're really strong or good at PvP, you can get up to level 15. You can go even to 20, depending. Now, basically, what you do is when you raid, you can get, I'd suggest maybe up to level 5000, even 6000 from raids. After that, well, here's just a suggestion that would take a little bit of Robux. You can buy the double XP item, which is 500 Robux. It's not really that bad. Of course, I have it. It increases your XP drastically. Very good. Of course, it doubles your XP. That's very good for leveling up. Also, I suggest when you're level 6000 to kill mobs to level up. Or not mobs, bosses. This is Tomura. He's the weakest boss. You can just, see, I can defeat him with one shot. He's really easy to beat even in some of the lower levels. But what I suggest doing is probably going into a private server. Let's see. You can reset your stats. You can I suggest putting 2000 agility and put everything into strength. And when you reset your stats, and resetting your stats costs 25 Robux. Once you reset those stats, you go up to a boss like Tomura, you fight them, or you can hopefully one-shot them. The best way to do this is get a quirk called Overhaul, which one of its attacks does like 8 times your damage. So if you have as high strength as me and it does 8 times, it could do like over 100,000 damage. Basically, you one-shot or bosses while you have really high strength, while you have your resetted stats, and you do that. I'd say do Tomura a little bit, like at the beginning, and then you can go into a place called the forest. You go into here. The next strongest mob to fight is Dobby. I suggest farming a mob the moment you're able to one-shot them, because each one gives a lot more health than the last. So as you can see, if I do that, and if I kill him, he gives me 200,000 XP, which is a lot for lower levels. So the moment you're able to one-shot mobs, then you should definitely fight them. I'm pretty sure Muscular is the next strongest mob that you can fight. And basically, you can farm mobs up until, I'd say, level 8,000, where I am at. Once you're level 8,000 and you're done farming the bosses, you can go on to even more powerful bosses. You can do, you see, this is Nomu. He's the I'm pretty sure 3rd strongest boss in the game. The first 2 being All Might, who's over there, and All for One, who is far over there by the Nomus. Now, if you have Overhaul, the Quirk Overhaul, which I do not, do what this guy's doing. You can fight him, you can punch him and one-shot him. That's how you can farm him. You can auto-click, but never auto-click in an actual server. I'd always suggest auto-clicking in a private server. You see, do exactly what he's doing. You AFK farm him in a private server while auto-clicking, or you can just run around him and fight him. But before you do so, I suggest you reset your stats and put everything into strength and put 2000 agility. You can farm Nomu, I'm fairly certain, up until level 8000. Now, after that, I was wrong earlier. I'm pretty sure Nomu is the 4th strongest boss, but he is quite strong. There's Overhaul, who's the 3rd strongest boss. Then the moment you are able to one-shot him, I'm fairly certain you need like 24,000 strength. So if I just put all my durability into my strength, I'd be able to one-shot him with Overhaul, which is also the name of him. Overhaul's a quirk and a boss. If I had all my stats minus 2000 in strength, I'd be able to one-shot him, and I'd be able to AFK farm him. Basically, that's how you get levels. You can AFK farm Overhaul up till level 10,000 as long as you have the time. Once you're level 10,000, the absolute best stats you can probably have are probably 18,000 strength, 10,000 durability, and 2,000 agility. That makes you really strong. Of course, I'm not level 10,000 because I don't really want to have the time or spend any Robux to reset my stats, but if you want to, you can. And that's basically how you get strong. Now, next is fame. Fame, you get more fame every time you kill a mob. You see, if I kill a criminal, you can see my fame goes up by 1. Depending on the mobs that you kill, you can get more and more fame. The best way to get fame is by raiding, because multiple and lots of mobs come at you all at once. So if you kill all of them, you can get like multiple thousands of fame every raid that you do. Fame, if you do not know, can be exchanged for money. Right now I have 5,000 fame, but we'll talk about how to get the money from the fame later when we're talking about how to get money. Now, basically, as I said earlier, fame is received by killing mobs. The stronger the mob, the more fame you get, meaning if you kill the most powerful mob, or most powerful villain mob, all for one, you get the most fame. Your fame does go down, however, if you kill good guys, or not good guys, but police mobs or like hero mobs, and that would make you a villain. Right now I'm a hero because I have blue and positive fame. If I kill the police, my fame goes down from 30 to 29, and basically you just do raids until you get higher fame. I suggest only doing raids to get fame. Don't farm fame in the actual servers. Now, how do you get cash? Again, raids. Raids are completely overpowered. If you can find someone to carry you in a raid, you can get, I'm pretty sure, millions, I think maybe like, no, hundreds of thousands of money per raid you do. It's the same as fame, so if you want to farm money and fame at the same time, you do raids, definitely. Another way you can get money is by going into the hero agency, or for villains you can go somewhere else called the villain bar, and you talk to an NPC. For heroes it's Nezu, for villains it's Kurogiri. You talk to him, and he will exchange your fame for 1 cash. And I have been rewarded 500,000 cash, which in the game is a lot of money. See, the million mark went up to 24 from 23. It's a lot of money in this game. Now, that's basically how you get cash, fame, and levels in this game. Make sure you can always just pause the video or rewatch the video once you are ready for the next step to remember what you do. But for now, that's how I've achieved my levels, my money, my fame, and of course you can do it too as long as you have enough time, energy, and possibly Robux, depending if you're willing to spend them. But you can also do it without spending Robux. It's just not as easy. Alright, that's gonna be the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.